Mason Mount has suffered yet another setback, and Pep Guardiola has dropped a headline-making reaction to Matheus Cunha's latest performance. There's plenty to unpack, with even more big football stories coming your way. So make sure you stick around till the very end. This is MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Michael Carrick has shared an update on Mason Mount's fitness situation. Mason Mount's continued absence comes at a difficult moment in his Manchester United journey. Since completing his much-talked-about move to Old Trafford, the midfielder has found it hard to build momentum, largely due to repeated injury issues and intense competition in United's midfield ranks. As a result, Mount has gradually slipped down the selection ladder and has often been limited to watching from the sidelines, even being named an unused substitute in recent matches. There was hope that Mount would finally get some minutes off the bench in yesterday's encounter, especially after Dorgu's injury created space in the rotation. However, those plans were derailed by a late issue picked up during training. Speaking after Mount was left out of the squad against Fulham, United boss Michael Carrick confirmed that the midfielder sustained a minor knock in the build-up to the game. Carrick admitted that Mount was understandably disappointed to miss out but reassured fans that the problem is not serious. The United head coach expects the £55 million signing to return to contention soon, easing concerns over a long-term absence. The club is now monitoring his recovery closely, hopeful that Mount will be available when United face Tottenham Hotspur, a fixture that has caused problems for the Red Devils in recent seasons. Pep Guardiola's eye-opening take on Matheus Cunha's resurgence. Manchester United continued their upward momentum in the Premier League with a hard-fought home victory over Fulham at Old Trafford. That result keeps United firmly in fourth place in the table with 41 points, highlighting the steady progress being made under Michael Carrick. The consistency in Carrick's side is becoming increasingly evident, with 3 wins on the bounce offering renewed optimism among supporters. This latest victory also has major implications in the race for the top spots. United have now closed the gap on third place to Aston Villa, who recently slipped up with a defeat to Brentford, leaving just 5 points between the two sides. Meanwhile, City rivals Manchester City were held to a draw by Tottenham, meaning the distance between City and United now stands at only 6 points. At Old Trafford, United took control early on, repeatedly threatening down the right flank and testing Fulham goalkeeper Bernd Leno. The breakthrough arrived in the 19th minute from a set-piece routine. Bruno Fernandes delivered a precise free kick into the box, and Casemiro rose highest to power a header past the Fulham keeper. Moments earlier, United had seen a penalty decision overturned by VAR and converted into a free kick, a moment that ultimately sparked the opening goal. After the break, United maintained their attacking intent and doubled their advantage in the 56th minute. Matheus Cunha found the net after latching onto a perfectly weighted through ball from Casemiro. The Brazilian showed great composure, firing a powerful effort beyond the goalkeeper and underlining his return to form. Fulham, however, refused to fold. In the 85th minute, they pulled one back through Raul Jimenez from the penalty spot after Harry Maguire was penalized for a heavy challenge inside the area. The goal lifted the visitors' confidence, and just 6 minutes later, a long-range strike from Kevin stunned Old Trafford, bringing Fulham level. The stadium fell silent as the match seemed to be slipping away, but Carrick's side showed real character. Only 3 minutes after conceding the equalizer, substitute Benjamin Sesko delivered the decisive moment. Meeting a pinpoint cross from Bruno Fernandes, Sesko calmly finished to restore United's lead and seal a dramatic win. Matheus Cunha's display earned widespread praise, particularly in light of his transformation since Carrick took charge. His numbers have improved significantly, with 2 goals and 1 assist in his last 3 appearances, already surpassing his output from earlier in the season. Supporters are beginning to believe that Cunha can rediscover the form he once showed at Wolves, where he posted an impressive 17 goals and 6 assists. With confidence growing, Manchester United are now eyeing a strong push toward a top 3 finish. Reacting to this resurgence, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola delivered a striking assessment of United's threat. Guardiola spoke about how unpredictable the Premier League can be, especially during the winter months, a period he believes often reshapes the title race. The Spanish coach also singled out Matheus Cunha, describing him as one of the league's standout performers following a difficult start to the campaign. Guardiola revealed that he has tracked Cunha since his Wolves days and believes that under Carrick, the Brazilian has once again become a dangerous presence in attack. Against Fulham, Cunha was central to United's front line during his 74 minutes on the pitch. He registered 4 shots, 3 on target, including his crucial goal shortly after halftime. Beyond scoring, his overall involvement stood out, contributing 2 key passes, multiple touches inside the penalty area, and success in one-on-one situations. These stats underline just how much he has grown under Carrick's guidance. Barcelona moved to block Rashford's Old Trafford return. Barcelona are already planning ahead for a crucial summer window, with reinforcements targeted in defense and attack. However, one of their biggest priorities is the future of Marcus Rashford, whose season-long loan from Manchester United is nearing its end. Rashford initially arrived in Spain as a fallback option after Barcelona failed to land Nico Williams. What was seen as a temporary solution has turned into a masterstroke. The England international has thrived in La Liga, silencing critics who doubted whether his direct style would suit Spanish football. His impact was on full display in the recent win over Elche, where he scored again to reach double figures for both goals and assists this season. For a player often rotated in the squad, those numbers represent outstanding value and have won over the Barcelona fanbase. Back in Manchester, the situation has evolved dramatically. With Ruben Amorim gone and Michael Carrick now in charge, Rashford is no longer viewed as expendable. Carrick reportedly sees him as a key part of United's future, believing his pace and versatility could add a new dimension to the squad. United are said to be considering a pathway for Rashford's return, but Barcelona are determined to keep hold of him. The Catalan club hold a €30 million purchase option in the loan deal, a fee that now looks remarkably low given Rashford's form. Crucially, the player himself is said to be enjoying life in Spain, settling well into the dressing room and embracing his role with professionalism. From Barcelona's perspective, securing a proven international forward for that price would be a huge win. As the season approaches its final stretch, the battle between the two clubs is set to intensify. United may own the registration, but Barcelona control the clause, and increasingly, Rashford's future appears destined to remain in Spain. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments below.